I thought Seoul was chaotic, but Hong Kong is a whole different level. Watch me as I touch down in Hong Kong for the first time in my life and the chaos that ensues.
I just realized this is not the correct location. Oops.
I'll be spending 5 days here exploring the city, and I'm taking you with me.
I just landed in Hong Kong and it's my first time here. I didn't do any research at all, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But I've got a mission. That is to get to the city without a taxi, to locate my hostel where I'm staying and have some authentic local food before it's too late. And obviously not get lost. Let's embark on this journey together. But first, getting through immigration. Alright, we just made it past immigration. It was a very smooth and easy process, not a long queue at all either. Now the next challenge is we need to find a way to get to the city. There's different ways to go there. The only piece of information I have about Hong Kong is a local told me that it's worth to take the bus because you're supposed to have very nice views on the way into the city. So that's what we're doing. Now we are looking for the bus ticket counter. Alright, I'm seeing train tickets already. But where is the bus? You can also go directly to Macau, which I sadly won't be able to do this time, because I only have 5 days, which is barely enough to explore Hong Kong as it is. So I'm seeing train tickets here everywhere, but I haven't seen the bus. There's something of a bus. I don't know if this is the one to go into the city. Let's find out. Hello. Is this to Hong Kong, the bus? No. Okay, thank you. Okay, this was not the bus, but I see a sign that pointed to city and it has a bus on it, as well as a train and a taxi, so I think we'll go for that. And man, it is starting to get packed in front there. What is going on? Alright, it is Chinese New Year in a few days, so a lot of stuff will be Chinese New Year themed by now. Sadly, I will not be here during Chinese New Year, which would have been so cool, I'm sure. But I didn't know about it until I already booked the flight, so, well. It looks like we're getting closer. So in my imagination, Hong Kong is gonna be like a mix of China and London. But I have no clue, I've never been there. I've never seen anything about it, really, apart from the movies that are set there, like Rush Hour, Kung Fu Hustle, Shaolin Soccer, of course. Legendary movies coming out from Hong Kong. There it is, bus. Oh, this looks very nice. I just came here after staying in South Korea for 16 days. So if you want to see those videos, check out my channel. I'm curious to see how it compares. I think it's gonna be a lot more expensive than South Korea, because that was surprisingly affordable. But yeah, Hong Kong is not a city known to be affordable. So that's why it's only 5 days. Alright, we have reached the bus terminus, and I just saw they have these cool double-decker buses, like they have it in London as well. I'm hyped for that. I hope I get to ride on the upper floor. I hope they allow me to pay by credit card, because I do not have any Hong Kong dollars. I think that's what the currency is called on me. Also, there's different destinations where the buses are going, and I have no idea where I need to go. God damn, I thought it was just one destination, like their main station or something, but oh my god, there are so many different ones, holy shit. We just acquired our ticket for the bus. Basically, I just walked up to the counter and showed the lady the district that I have my hostel booked in, and she told me which bus, and I could buy it right there. It cost 35 Hong Kong dollars, which I think should be just under 4 euros, or like around $4. So now let's find the bus. A21, A21, oh damn, this is 837. We're still far from it. 834. Wait, I'm seeing A43 now. The numbers are going higher, not lower. What the, where do I need to? A30 to 32. So we need 21. If I sound strange, that's because I still have a cold. It was minus 10 degrees in South Korea, and yeah, I didn't survive it unscathed. But now here we have a nice 24 degrees, much better. So I walked all the way back now to the counter where I bought it, and I'm trying to go on the other side to see if it's there, because I remember there was some signs with directions. And there we go, there's the map. And 21 is on the other side, alright. As we say in Germany, if you know how to read, you will have a clear advantage. Wait, I crossed over too far now. The buses are here, and now I'm on the way back to the car park. Oh my god. There's no cars or nothing coming, but I'm not gonna cross on a red light on my first hour in a new country. Alright, here you are, A21. and this is the queue. So let's go all the way to the back. Also, I just realized I have no idea where I even need to get off, like which station. And Google Maps is not showing me this bus as a transport option, meaning I have no way to figure out. I just gotta watch my location and get out whenever I feel like it's closest to my hostel, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see if we can go upstairs. Hope no one steals my bag, but all they're gonna get is some dirty laundry. All the way at the back of the bus, like the cool kids in school. Alright, and we're off. And I just found the bus on Google Maps, I think. So Kowloon station is where you need to get off. I can't tell if it's really this bus, but it's the best bet we have. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the views.
Back in the city where the lights stay wild. Bass hit heavy, got a club on trial. Shorty too bad, got a dangerous smile. On the headline, maybe not just a stop. Pull up clean, no stress on me. Wrist on cold, neck like sea. Boys talk tough, but they fold on beat. I don't play fair, just play elite. Late night text like, where you at? Told her on the way, I move like that. No brakes, no cap, I'm built to last. She want one more round, I told her bet fast. Don't sleep till sunrise, ride with me. Lights down low, move silently. Girl, you got that fire, breathe. So don't let go, just ride with me. Hands on me like gravity. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Hands on me like gravity. Yeah, let's get lost in ecstasy. Champagne spill on a Balmain tea. She a 10 in the face, got the soul line.
So basically, the bus is not following the route Google is suggesting at all. So I have no clue where to get off. But I'll just wait until it gets close enough to the hostel where I think it's good. This is the view. Looks really nice. My luggage is still there. No one has taken it yet, so that's good. So this is probably rush hour time. Thus, the streets are packed. Also, now we are already super central. This little blue symbol is where my hostel is, right here. And this is where we are. It's kind of like a gamble. How much closer can I get until I need to get out? I could just get out here and take the metro to this station right there that's called Simshatsui and then walk. But no. I'm getting greedy, I want to keep going. Let's see how close we can get by only bus. I might overshoot, and the problem is if we overshoot, we might just cross this huge ass bay and end up on the other side. Okay, I'm pretty sure the next stop is mine. Bus is almost completely empty now. Alright, and we made it out. Now, all we have to do is fight our way through the crowds and find the hostel. Let's get it. Arriving anywhere during rush hour is always a bit rough, especially if it's a completely new country, but the vibes are also max. So it should be down the left here. And also, thankfully due to having been in Seoul for the last days, I've gotten better at managing crowds, walking through it and stuff, so that's definitely an advantage for here. I just realized this is not the correct location. I had the wrong one in my phone. Oops. Adjusting course. The tricky thing in these crowds is, if you're ever wrong, you can't really stand still and figure out where to go, because there's like a million people behind you and a million people in front. And if you interrupt this flow, yeah, that's not possible. Well, it is, but you're just gonna be an asshole. Now we should truly be about to arrive. It's called Hop In. Google Maps is saying it's here, right in front. However, I cannot see a sign with the name on it. Well, let's just go anyways. Oh, just spotted it walking past here. Right there. But which floor? Oh, 5th floor. Alright, let's go. Is this functional? Yes, okay. Yeah, it's coming from 5th, so that's a good sign. Yes. Alright. We're now back outside. I charged my devices for a little bit, and man, it is so chaotic and stressful. It's not really chaotic, but just the pure amount of people that are everywhere. Ooh. And I thought Seoul was bad, bro. This is a different level. So now I want to find a local place to eat, have some authentic Chinese or Hong Kongese food or whatever. There's probably like some specific Hong Kong cuisine that they have here. Problem is that the area that I'm staying in seems to be super posh. It's like dead central, everything touristic around here. So all of the restaurants are like international ones. They have like Japanese, French, Italian, German, they have everything. But I couldn't find like an actual Hong Kong style Chinese restaurant. So the plan is now to just walk around, and if we see anything that looks good, then we go for it. Oh shit. Now this is what I had in mind when I thought about Hong Kong. How absolutely sick does this look? Not gonna lie, this is kind of what I expected it to look like, but actually seeing it in person is still so much wilder. How do I get on that bridge? Alright, I think I found it. Yo, you guys ready for this? Not gonna lie, this shit looks like something from a movie. Like, it doesn't even feel real to be here right now. Honestly, I think I prefer this style of lights to the more modern ones like Tokyo or Seoul, because there they have like all these big screens, LED screens, which will be playing videos and stuff. But this pixely kind of art style, I really like it. I don't know why, it's very nice. I mean, just look at this horse running. These kind of fuse with the buildings, and it's like the letters are just spawning on top of the building, which looks so much cooler than just having the whole building covered with a TV screen. In a second, we're about to meet one of the goats, who I personally taught everything he knew. Oh, there he is, the big man. There's a bit of a queue to take a photo with him, but we can just film from here. If you don't know who that is, you should be ashamed of yourself. So many of the goats of film history came from this place, man. Because the Hong Kong dollar has like the same symbol as the American dollar, I always get jump scared thinking like, oh my god, a coffee costs $40, what the hell? It's actually pretty easy to convert. €1 would be almost 10, not quite 10 Hong Kong dollars. Oh yeah, this is my kind of place to shop. Some Gucci, Saint Laurent, Louis V. How much y'all think that shit costs to hop on the yacht? Also, those boats look pretty cool. Damn, bro. This is insane. No, I think this is one of the wildest skylines I've ever seen in my life. Personally, I'm a skyline lover, so I'm really enjoying just watching this. However, I don't know if we can find any food here, especially like authentic food. Apparently every day at 8 p.m. there's a water show here as well, like a water light show. Today we missed it because I arrived a little bit too late, but we're definitely gonna catch that. So that's gonna be in the next video probably. So this is the Avenue of Stars, which, if I understand it correctly, might be a bit like the Walk of Fame in Hollywood, but I don't really see the stars, I just see the statue. Usually I always have a plan when I'm going somewhere, but I'm really just enjoying randomly strolling around and finding stuff. And while we're doing that, let's try to find an area with restaurants where we can finish the day. Just for walking here, in order not to run into anybody, you gotta be so locked in. wasn't paying attention for like 0.5 seconds, instantly bumped into someone. And sometimes people just stop without any warning, or they move unpredictably. You gotta bring your A game for walking. Maybe they should even make 2 lanes for walking, man. One for locals who are pros and have places to be, and then one for visitors who are just like chilling and want to have a look around. Oh damn guys, I think I found a mosque. I didn't know China would be cool with religious stuff. I always heard that they basically not outlawed, but kind of trying to prohibit like any religion basically at all, but apparently not. We are now in front of the Temple Street Nightmarket, and this is where I'm gonna try to find some food. Looking at the prices so far, I'd say it's a bit expensive, but it's not like Western expensive, you know, like Europe or US. You know, this looks like a mamak you could find in Malaysia. Not gonna lie, this looks kind of tempting, but I don't know if they accept card payment. Plus, I think I might need cash anyways earlier or later, so let me just try to find an ATM. Alright, we made it. It just took 2 different ATMs to get it to work, but that's how Hong Kong dollars look like. Pretty cool. So this 500 would be approximately 60 US dollars or 54 euros worth. Nice. Alright, I found a place. Just walked by and decided to come here. And honestly, pretty decent. So this is, I think, hor fun fried rice. And I got a green tea to go with that. This is what Hong Kong dollars, the coins, look like. Pretty nice. They have different shapes. So I guess even if you're blind, you can immediately tell which is which. Or if you just have them in your pocket, you don't actually need to take them out to know the value of the coin. That is actually super smart. So the food that I just had that you saw, including the green tea, cost me 94 Hong Kong dollars. I still have no feeling about whether that was an expensive price or like a regular one. It felt a bit expensive coming from South Korea, but I don't know. I mean, it's a very touristy area, probably tourist prices, I'm assuming. That would be, I think, around 10 US dollars or almost 10 euros. So far, my first impressions from Hong Kong. It feels a bit rougher around the edges compared to like Japan or Korea, but not necessarily in a bad way, you know? It's like, it gives character. Do you guys see how foggy it is? You can literally see the light going off of the car, like through the air. I don't know if it's like air pollution or just haze. Now that the crowds have cleared out, it actually feels very nice to walk. It's like so spacious. I love me some cities that have big sidewalks and just like big pedestrian spaces. I have no clue who these characters are. I feel like, at least for a German, when it comes to pop culture, we have some understanding about Japan. We know our animes, a bit of understanding about Korea, you know. I think most people seen some shows from there, but with China, that's like a whole different world that I don't think is very much explored yet, at least in the Western world. But I'm sure there's got to be like a lot of cool shit that we don't even know about. So I wonder what kind of hidden gems are out there still. This concludes my first few hours in Hong Kong. Tomorrow I'll go out and really explore the city. So if you're interested in seeing that, drop a sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.